talk a bit, guys. Craig David. That's a nice song, though. No way you're covering Craig David. Yeah, just a random jam. The chords are easy. It's just E minor, A minor, and B minor. How much would you say you transcribed before you really locked in to say one? What do you mean by like transcribe songs, like try and learn them by ear and try and write it out? Do you mean, or Maggot Brain solo? I've got a 1 hour video of that on my channel. Just watch that. See, the ear is the goal. Estrella knows it's all about the ear. Can you play Playing God by... No. No. If you ever got a moment... Yeah, I know the song 7 Days. I know it. Nice R&B song, Pin Course. One sec, let me plug my thing. 1 second. How many hours would you say? Bro, when I started, I practiced for hours until I was tired, fam. Just practice until your fingers fall off. If you're a busy guy, then obviously, like, just set a schedule. 30 minutes, 1 hour a day. I know everyone can do 30 minutes a day, so do that. No excuses. Who are your main inspirations currently? Myself and who am I listening to, man? Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm trying to learn this song. Maybe had a little I literally learned, yeah, it's not a hard song. It would go nice with some Afro beats. something I incorporated after Nas, finding Nemo, is doing jamming on two chords up and down and then hitting the scales where I can. Yeah, yeah. Bro, literally, my live streams is just that. Me stoppily just taking these chords and playing the skills behind it. It's not perfect all the time, but this is my practice. Texas Shuffle is hard for me to play. It's the same for me, but that's why I'm doing it. I stopped trying to like theorize it and like trying to be like a calculator, trying to calculate when they do the stuff, but just try and feel it a bit more. You know, I've noticed like just learning it and not trying to theorize it or be a calculator with it. I'm getting that feel a bit better. So yeah. Apart from skills, what other exercises should I focus on as a beginner to help you just learn songs, like basic songs, like open chord songs? You can download an app like Musician or Simply Guitar, and they'll have plenty of stuff you can do to just start off on guitar. But just get the open chords and bar chords down, and you know, after that, the rest will fall into place. I hope. If you like learn off the right people, I guess. How long do you think it took for? I don't even know, bro. Like most of my life was just like bar chords everywhere, bro. Then I became a guitar teacher for this like music school 3 years ago, and I had to learn my stuff. So that's when I started looking into theory, and then I started looking into Hendrix and some others, and I got that style down right. But how long before getting to intermediate? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, I went past it at some point, but I can't say when, because most of the time it's like open chords or bar chords. It's only like these last few years I really took off in it. But I don't know, maybe 5 years or something. But that's because I didn't have a solid learning path as well, because I didn't have a teacher. I just knew some open chords, and then I was playing in church, bro. Every Sunday it was G, D, A minor C, G, D, A minor C, G, D, A minor C. One thing I really wanted to know is how to like add all the riffs and stuff with it. So I'm happy I got there, man. The only thing I need to work on now is my soloing. That was yummy. Straight, how are you doing, man? How's life? We haven't caught up in a while. Would you say the G major scale is your best friend? All of the scales are my best friend, bro. Any scale, any major scale, like I can do it in any scale. Cause remember, it's just the pattern. The patterns don't change. So once you have the notes down and you know how to find them, all you have to do is just practice the life out of them, so you can just play through them, right? That's what I be doing on these live streams. I'm in the key of A. Not even A sharp. that's how I'll be practicing, right? Like, just, I don't know. Now I don't have to look as much. It's more like I've got a picture in my head, and wherever my fingers are, like, I just know where I am. But yeah. Ibby. Shout out to Ibby, he's a future bass legend. How the fuck do you get fluent with the chord Master C major pen? I've done a video on it, like check my recent video, how to visualize the fretboard like a pro/legend. How about major scale modes? Should I not? If you learn the major scale indirectly, you're learning the modes as well. So let's say I'm in the key of G and I'm just like messing around. Right, that's the key of G. And then if I want to learn the modes, all I have to think is, okay, if I want to do mode 1, it's just playing 1 to 1. So the first note to the octave of the first note, G to G. If I want to play the second mode, I'm just playing the second note of the major scale to the second note, A to A. But what's important with modes is what's happening behind them. Like, if I just play the major scale, technically I'm playing all of the modes at once, but you won't really hear it, right? So if I did something like this, you're not really gonna hear the modes. But if I play a G chord, when I play the first mode, it's gonna sound happy Ionian. If I play the second chord in the background, you're gonna hear that second Dorian sound, right? If I play the third chord in the background, you're gonna hear that Phrygian sound. If I play the fourth chord, you're gonna hear the fourth mode. Right? So what's more important is the chord you're playing in the background. And for all of that, I was just using the G major scale. I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm gonna play G Ionian, then A Dorian, then B Phrygian, then C Lydian, then D mix. No, don't do it like that. Just learn the major scale across the whole fretboard, and then indirectly you've learned the modes. Of course, there's more to it. That's why I've got my online lessons if you want to sign up. But that's the basics of it. Someone asked why is modes? Basically a scale within a scale. So you got a G major scale, but within that G major scale that has 7 notes, I can start on the second note and end on the second note. I can play from the third note and then end on the third note. Fourth note to fourth note. I'm still using that G major scale, but I'm just starting from different points in the scale. Do you know how to play All Along the Watchtower? I mean, I forgot the whole song. something all along those lines. What's your gear right now for this full tone? I'm just going through Guitar Rig Pro 7. Again, I've done a recent video on that if you want to check that out. It's not like impressive. I'm just like head cabinet, and then my little trick is having the volume from 2 to 5 rather than having it on 10 all the time. I put it on 10 if I wanna do all of that sort of thing. I use elixirs. I might go back to the Adario, I don't know, but I'm using 9s right now. I'm used to 10s. My other guitar has 10s on it. I think it's harder to do them faster licks with them because my fingers are like used to that. With feel like I'm over bending a lot. I have to play a lot more gently. I've been playing with 10s for years, right? So now I'm trying to adjust to 9s. It just feels weird sometimes because it's so easy to. Yeah, but I'm getting used to it. I feel like someone's tired, bro. Today I watched Obsession in the cinema. It's alright film. It's alright. But I'm tired. I had some spicy food as well. So yeah, it's been a long day. It's a placebo. But, bro, I think Ernie Ball ranks last. Elixir, I feel like it keeps the tone even though it's coated. But I think Diodario definitely lasts the longest. In my experience, like these are over here is fine obviously because I'm strumming it. I can still slide around, but down here, bruv, the strings feel like rusty. It's hard to slide across them. It hurts a bit. Can I play Machine Gun? Nah. I'd have to listen to it again. Like people always request these songs. I'm like, yeah, and then I forget what it sounds like. But I'm sure you can find it in a tab book or something. Diodario does not. What do you mean it don't last? What strings do you use, Estrella? Bro, I heard Kurubin's guitarist Mark Spear, he uses flat rounds. But aren't they expensive? I haven't tried them. What do you think? Like, don't you lose tone as well with them? Or is that like a myth? Fender 9 to 42. Guten Tag. What do you think of Fender strings? What's the best string brand? Standard tuning. I'm not an E flat anymore. But they're so expensive. I need kind of Fender strings. Oh yeah, I'll have to try out Fender strings. I've never tried them. I've tried this Italian brand. I forgot what it's called, man. It starts with N. I forgot what it's called. That any ball, Diodario, Elixir, Elixirs and Didario at the top. I feel like Elixirs have a nicer tone though. I've got sweaty hands, so I run through the strings pretty quickly. Favorite chord? Nah. I like anything with the 2 chord or 4 chord in it because you can make it like tell a story. So if I've got a little chord progression like 6, 5, 4. With the 4 chord I can do a major 7 and it sounds really beautiful. And then 3. If I turn it dominant, I can, give the next chord, which would be 2 or 4. Just it gives it more impact. Like you can do secondary dominance with it, and you can get some cool sounds. But I like the 2 and 4 chord in like any progression because I don't know, it sounds nice. Go to 2, I'll always do 2 as a minor 9 chord. Well, I think that sounds pretty. I learned the 7 modes today. They are weird. Yeah. Someone asked a question about that earlier. What do you think? What's your favorite mode? Maple and butterscotch. No. Either rosewood or caramelized maple. That's the way to go. Or them pure rosewood fretboards. Those are pretty cool. What are your go-to double stop moves? Anywhere really, bro. Like if I'm in the key of, I don't know, D, just anywhere where I know the pentatonics are, and like a lot of people say like you can only do it if the strings are like you've got 1 fret in between what you're doing, but you can do it anywhere, man. I can do it anywhere. I don't have to be limited to, I'm not gonna say names of who made a video on this, but I think it's stupid to say that, only if it's got 1 fret in between you can do a double stop. If you know your skill, just do it anywhere, man. You don't even have to do it with strings next to it. Do it with like, 6. But when it comes to double stops, I think my favorite places to play them are shape 1 pentatonic, and shape 3. I love those 2 places. I'm really stuck on making progress with my guitar learning. I love guitar, but I don't know what I'm learning for. Um, I don't know, like you'd have to think of a goal for yourself. But I usually just say like there's three pillars: learn how intervals work, learn how the major scale works across the fretboard. Then after that, just use songs to show you how your favorite artists use intervals and the major scale, and then you'll just have an infinite path of improvement that's ahead of you, you know? Because everything's a byproduct of intervals and the major scale. So if you learn those two, you're having a laugh. Um, Play the intro to the Power Soul right here. I ain't gonna do any song requests tonight because I'll get copyrighted, and then I need to pay my bills, bro. Did you intentionally learn to play by ear like Transforms what you're playing? I didn't do it intentionally, but I think I've naturally got a good ear. I can hear stuff and just play it right. So, yeah. But I wouldn't say I've done it intentionally. I think playing in church helped a lot because, most of the time I didn't have like the chord sheet or I was late to church because I'm always late to everything if you know me. So I just got there, got on stage, and I just had to learn the shit on the fly. So I think that helped a lot. And then I noticed patterns with like a lot of the songs. I was like, oh, 6-4-1-2-4-5 or whatever it is. And then I just got better at hearing chord progressions, I guess. I don't understand modes at all. The app doesn't explain. Ionian A, Dorian. Alright, basically, since the app's in A, you've got an A major scale. And your modes are basically starting on each point of the major scale. So the first mode would be A, the first note of A major, going to A, the octave. So you can see it as A to A or 1-to-1, first note to the first note. The second mode is just playing the second note of the major scale to the second note. So we're still in A, but I'll start from the second note and then go to the second note. Right? In that case, it would be B to B or B Dorian. The third mode is the same thing. Third note to the third note. This would be known as C sharp Phrygian or D flat Phrygian, however you want to say it. The next mode, the fourth mode, is fourth note to the fourth note. Then fifth note to the fifth note. Then sixth note to the sixth note. Then seventh note to the seventh note. Then you're back at A again. First note to the first note. That's all modes are. You can add names to them and say, yo, this is Ionian, Dorian, da 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 da. But to me, it's like just one skill. Bright and early stream. I'm tired though. I might end this like when I hit 1 hour. Can't stop. Why do you want me to play Can't Stop, bro? You can ask me anything and I might have the answer. You want me to play Can't Stop? You can see millions of people play Can't Stop. Literally, I've never heard. This is caramelized maple. Apparently, it does better with humidity. So if you took your guitar abroad or something, and there's different temperatures and humidity, the neck won't warp or bend or anything like that. But I think it's a nice balance between maple and rosewood. Rosewood I don't like because I always have to clean it, right? And Maple. I don't know. I don't know. I had maple before, but I don't like the feel of it. And same with this, to be honest. I feel like it's more slippy compared to my rosewood neck guitar. So I don't know, but I think it looks cool. What do you think of metal guitarists? I like Tosin Abasi. Like I used to try and learn his thumping stuff a lot. It was really hard to do, but I just don't like the metal with the the big heavy screams. Like if it's something like Periphery, Marigold, then I like it, or Linkin Park. But a lot of time no, like it was too heavy. But it depends. Like if I like it, I like it. I don't have a specific genre I like. It's just like if I like the music, then I like it. If not, then I don't. Although you're welcome again. I'm welcome again. What do you mean? I understand that. Do you explain this further in your course? Yes. There's something called what's it called? Color nodes that you can target with the modes to really bring out that sound. But I try not to give too much away here for free. He hates all metal and thinks it's a stupid genre. Oh, no. I didn't say that. Nor do I think that. Are those jumbo fets? No. Nah. I don't like the feel of jumbo. I had them on my Chauvel. But it is so weird, man. I like these fets. Yeah. Do you like jumbo fets? What guitar do you have actually? How do you get fast at changing between chords, notes? I need my friend. Repetition, bro. Repetition, muscle memory. Because that's all it is at the end of the day. One thing that I did when I started guitar, that I don't know, no one told me to do this, but I always used to practice with my eyes closed or like in a dark room without looking at my hands. So you become more intuitive with the instrument. You don't have to be like looking at your hands all the time. So you can try that. And even when you're watching TV or anime or whatever you do, bro, just like sit there with your guitar, just play through the chords that you're practicing. And then it comes in time. Like you'll find you don't actually have to learn a lot. There's just some things you have to learn as like a foundation, and then after that, you don't really need to know much more. It's just more like practice or learning songs, right? It's like when I started guitar, I thought I had to learn all of the scales and all of the chords, and nah, you don't. Go try go try. I'm so tired, bro. Like, go try Unsainted by Slipknot. Trust. For more technical guitar player, listen to Psychosocial. I'll take a picture, bro, so I don't forget like what you said. There we go. Blood Orange. I've never heard of them. Jex, what guitar do you have? You've got the bass, I know, but what guitar do you have? I like my neck caramelized. Yes, man, of course. Caramelized gang. I've never heard of Blood Orange. What do you mean you lost 2-0, bro? What are you playing at? It's not good enough, bro. What is in your course? I only just found you by chance and literally just explained the most best ever. Bro, this is what's in my course, yeah. First, I explain how to see the fretboard. No cage system, no 3-2 system, none of the bullshit that you see online, bro. Just a simple, focused way to see the fretboard. So wherever you are, you know logically this note will work next if I have to improvise. And then after that, I teach you how to build chords from scratch. So triads, open triads, and power chords. And then you can connect them and put them anywhere. Yeah, no cage system, right? So you're not memorizing shapes, but you're actually understanding what goes into a chord to build it, which also works for arpeggios and scales. Then after that, you learn the modes, which I've explained here, but you'll learn them in a lot more detail in a cooler way, targeting chord tones. And then lastly, like after all of that, I teach how to do all that fun stuff like all that Hendrixy type of guitar style. And then for the last module, I have a 2-hour tutorial on how to play Lil Wing. Then on top of that, I do at least one lesson a month showing you how I would break down a song and then what fills and licks and stuff I would put over it. You literally just played the cage system. No, I didn't though. I played open triads, power chords, and triads. I didn't think of it as, oh, C shape, A shape, G shape. No, even though I'm playing these chords, I can still see all of these notes around the chords. Right? And I know what my intervals are in them chords. Right? Most guitarists don't. If you ask them, where's your fifth? Where's your third? They won't be able to say because they don't understand how to build chords from scratch. Anyways, let me catch up on the chat. I have a Reverend. Those guitars are really cool. Really cool. But I can't buy any more guitars. I have to like stop here. This is the guitar I've got to have for life. It's got to be the most iconic guitar ever. That's so smart. Thank you so. Oh, respect, bro. Have a good day. Oh, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Actually, if I wanted to get into guitar but just blues improv, and if you want to learn blues improv, then just learn blues songs. If you go to howleonard.com, Ihodonia, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. howleonard.com, play like series. You can look up like play like Robert Johnson, Freddie King, and learn their techniques and songs to learn some basic blues, right? I think that's a good stop. Start. Did I say stop? Start. I'm very tired, sorry. Especially this, yeah, cool. I'll check it out. And Ross Gaming. What type of games do you do, bro? I spent my savings on this Offender American Pro. Boy! At least you got it for a discount, bro. I really wanted the American Pro and the vintage 1961. I'd be very happy with that, but I'm happy with this guitar now because it basically sounds like a Fender, bro. So I'm cool. Got it for wait. We both got guitars for a similar price, bro. Who's your favorite guitarist? Me, bro. Nah. I got favorite guitarists: Alan Holdsworth, Eddie Hazel, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and John Mayer. But I don't know. My favorite is Alan Holdsworth because I love all of the weird chords and sounds he makes on the guitar. I just think it's amazing. You know, I love that sort of like, I don't know, stuff like this. I just love how chords can move around like that. It gives me shivers, bro. Like I might play a lot of Hendrix, like, but I really love like big open, massive reverb chords, like stuff like that. just beautiful to me. PRS I don't like PRSs because of the necks. If it's bolt on, then I'm cool, but their bolt on ones are a lot more expensive. Lee Mansu. Oh, Suleiman, hello. How you doing, bro? I play Need to. I don't know that song. Do you do private lessons? Yeah. Click the link in the description and in the pin comment. Message me. Hello, Paul. Paul's like, holy shit. Send a safe. I'm from Brazil. My name is Gabriel. Okay, I've got a confession to make. My name is also Gabriel. It's not Nassau Tafari. Nassau Tafari, my middle names, but you can call me Gabe, Gabriel, Gabriel. Gabriel is a beautiful name. So nice to meet you, bro. Bon dia, bon noche, wherever you are. What's your biggest inspiration? How do you approach learning a new song? My biggest inspiration, I haven't really thought of it properly. Like, if you ask me guitars, I'll be like, oh yeah, Alan Holdsworth, Jimi Hendrix, but my biggest inspiration, I don't really know, bro. I haven't put thought into it. But as for learning new songs, I try and do a page, and then I'll struggle with it a lot, and then I'll just give up, and the next day I can play it easily. And I think with songs, you just have to give your brain time to just process what you learned that day, and then you'll come back and think, oh shit, I can play it now. I'm terrible at I'll be a hypocrite telling you this, like obviously practice slow, but I don't. I'll just brute force it until I get it. But that's not the right way to do things. Practice slow, get the parts perfect, get the feel, the phase, and everything, and then speed it up obviously. But practice until you get it. Don't just learn parts of songs, but aim to learn the full song. So if at any given moment someone's like, yo, can you play me a song? You actually know how to play a song, right? Because for me, like for the last few years, I know parts of songs, but I don't actually know how to play a full song. Now I do, obviously, but that's something I was stuck on. And the second thing is, it's specific to Hendrix's music and Stevie Ray Vaughan, but even Hendrix said, yo, I make a lot of mistakes and people copy me. One thing with that, let's say The Wind Cries Mary, you might see some bullshit like you just might see an odd note somewhere. You just have to remember, yo, people said this guy copied my mistake. So with the songs, if it isn't too specific and I have to learn like obviously the right notes for solo, I'll just get the vibe of the song. Like in my head, The Wind Cries Mary is just this. I don't think Hendrix goes on stage thinking, oh, I've got to memorize 10 million licks for each chord. He just has the vibe of the song and then, you know, what scale he plays with the chord. So afterwards, you've just got... Oh, shit. That's what I mean by getting the vibe. You don't have to play it note for note all the time. Learn it note for note, like the start, like obviously know what he's playing, but after that, just get the vibe of the song. And for the solo, like you'd want to learn that note for note, I guess. But when you're good enough, you don't have to, like, you could just do your own thing over it. It's so nice, it's a wood one too. Send me a pic, yeah. I play sword fighting games. Also, I feel like you're being... What are you trying to say, bro? What do you mean swords at the corner flagpole? Do I look like the type of guy to do something like that? I think you're the type of guy to do something like that. You know what kills me? When I do something like that, you just look at me. At what point you consider yourself an immediate intimate? I don't know, man. Oh, like now I'd consider myself advanced because I actually understand how shit works. But I can play to most things. Like if you just sat here and jammed with me, I could play along to you. But intermediate, I don't know. Everyone has different like bars for that sort of thing. So my level of intermediate might be different from yours. So end of the day, like just focus on your goal, bro. Whatever you want to do, just go towards that. It doesn't matter if you're beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Just go towards what the heck you're trying to do on the instrument. Your fretboard visualization video came right as I was looking for lessons. Oh, thanks, man. Bro, it is the best video on the internet. I don't care what anyone says. It'll save you years of learning. Jerry Cantrell is sick. What type of music does he do? Respectfully, does the sun ever shine in your room? I think I've only seen you in this dark room. I mean, it's nighttime right now. It's like it's 11:57, so 3 minutes until midnight. I've got this bright ass ring light in front of me, so it is a bit hard to just stare at my laptop. I got this bright light just, and I do most of my videos at night. Like I'll record at 11, and then I'll just stay recording until I don't know 4 in the morning until I've got it done. So my sleeping pattern is kind of cooked. Phyllis Says has some pop songs like that. Yeah, he's a beast. I like his song Alchemy. What made you play any? Nothing really. I just saw a guitar in my cupboard. It was like a trashy acoustic, you know, them beginner acoustic guitars that you can get for really cheap. And then I asked my nanny if I could play it, and she was like, "No, put it back." But I played it anyway, and then I don't know, I liked it, but I really like piano as well. But if I had the option to choose, I'd probably pick drums. I just got stuck with guitar, so I'm just going with it now. What pedals do you recommend? I don't have many pedals myself. I've only got like a channel switching pedal for my amp. But I like Walrus Audio. I've had them before. Boss, Strymon, and Electro Harmonics has some cool pedals. But Jex is your guy for pedals, not me. I don't use pedals. I want to make my own pedal board again, but I need some monies. Let me see your pick, Jex. Jex. Bro, that guitar's beautiful, man. How does it play? Yo, next to the bass as well. You know what you need, bro? Actually, you got it. You got an Ernie Wool strap. You got good taste in straps as well. Hello, Ben. When is the next stream? I don't know, but I just do it random. I just do it when I feel like it. Some days I'll be feeling calm. Some days I just can't be asked, man. Can you play Rat Late? No. I don't know the song. I got second-hand bass guitar and an Orange Crush amp. I learned the C skill and a few very basic songs, and I kind of sold because of little time. I wish one day I can jam it. Bro, I'm sure you have time, though. You can definitely do 30 minutes a day, right? Definitely. So, you know, I think everyone has time for just make time. Even if you're tired, just do it. When I don't want to go boxing, I still go boxing, bro. And I feel better afterwards, so just make time. I struggle to play for myself. Should I start a channel playing? I mean, there's already... Bro, I thought the same thing, though, with my whole YouTube channel, because I was thinking, like, who's gonna listen to me? Who am I, bro? And I'm a very introverted guy. I don't like talking to people. I don't like social situations. I don't like putting myself on camera. I don't like doing any of this. So it's really putting me out of my comfort zone to do any of this stuff that you're seeing now. And I hate it. I hate recording YouTube videos. I hate when I stutter. I hate when, you know, my phone runs out of storage. I hate, you know, doing this without professional equipment. I hate a lot of things about this shit, man. But if you told me I'd have 10,000 subscribers and I'd be on live stream, you know, talking to you guys like this, I'd be like, shut up. Me? Are you stupid, bro? But here we are, so... Yeah, it's crazy. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm still an awkward guy, and I'm still introverted. I don't like talking like this, but I feel like this is better than making YouTube videos because I can feel a bit more natural, I guess. Thumbnails look a bit different. Oh, I'm Hendrix reincarnated, and people hate that shit, but, you know, if you know me, you know I'm not like that. So yeah, definitely start, man. You never know. Like your wife might just see your channel and think, "Yo, this guy's kind of handsome. Let me DM him on Instagram." Then boom, you got a relationship, bro. I was hoping for the same thing, but my viewership is 97% male, 97% male, and 2%, no, 3% female. So I'm giving up on that dream, bro. I'm just gonna have to learn how to write music, and then hopefully it happens, well. You know. My favorite Gary Moore lick song. I don't have a favorite. I like Still Got the Blues, obviously, but I love his song The Loner, which I tried learning, but I haven't finished yet. What is your opinion on the? I don't have an opinion, bro. I don't know what's going on. All I heard was Fender suing everybody, and that's not good. I got a Strat right now, so I'm happy. I don't really care. Um, is it bad for the whole guitar business? Yes, I guess they shouldn't do it. But who the fuck am I, bro? It's bad. I just hope that my band Vintage don't close down because the distributor JHS, they've closed down as a company, or they're closing down, and they own Vintage, and no one stepped in to buy Vintage yet. So I'm hoping that they don't close down because I really want to become a Vintage artist, right? So yeah. But with Defender, I don't really know like what's I don't keep up with it, man. My priority is my online guitar school, man. I really don't care about anything else. I'm like, okay, we need to like make some money, teach people, and make sure that bills are paid, bro. He already says facts. Who's your favorite guitarist? Alan Holdsworth. Bro is in his Batman cave. I wish. That's the goal. Me having my own little music studio. Place that I don't know that song. How's it going? How are you, Slugger? Mother, I'm the worst person to ask that. Like, if you, I don't know, if you gave me a chord progression of 1-4-5 in G, I'll just be like, okay, G major pentatonic over the whole thing. I wouldn't. I mean, I can target chord tones. Like, I could do something like this. I make it go with the chords, but I don't really think like that most of the time. I just do it intuitively. Like, I have my skill that I use, and I just improvise with that. But you can do both ways. You can target the chord tones if you want, or you can just intuitively just, I don't know, noodle around and hope it sounds good. Do you like reposition chords or prefer? It depends on what I'm doing. Like, I do inversions here and there. Like if I've had an A minor chord and I'm going to the 4 chord. When I go to the 4 chord, I like to do the third inversion, drop 2. What was the voice in? I forgot, dude. It was I think yeah, it was this. It's situational. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes just to spice things up a bit. Same with the dominant chord. What was it? It was this one. No, I forgot. I can do it on this string. This one. Ah, there we go. I do it here and there, but I don't do much. I need to learn how to do it for the minor 7 flat 5 chord. Bro, I might steal your bandana on the headstock. Do it, bro. Do it. I had an idea. I'm not gonna say my idea, but you should do it. You should do it. It's just different. Like when you put your guitar down, it looks really cool, and then when you're playing, if you got a cool bandana, people just like see it and think, "Oh wow, this guy's a bit different." Yeah, same. I'm a hermit. Thinking about getting guitar school soon and maybe find people. Yeah, man. If there's any guitar club in your city, that's another thing I did, and that's helped my confidence a lot. Especially with supported people, because now like I've actually got some confidence in myself to just think, okay, wherever I go, I know I can handle myself a bit, right? And another thing you'll find is most guitars aren't actually good, bro. Right? Like, I know you see like good people online, but compared to how many people there are in the world, and maybe in your city, most aren't actually good. So you don't have a lot of competition, and that's with a lot of things as well. Most people won't go to the gym. Most people won't dedicate themselves to a craft. So if you literally, grind out guitar for a year or so, bro, you're gonna be better than a lot of people. You'll be able to actually say you can play. So yeah, man. Any Rex on a new guitar? I have a square strap, but I want to invest in something new. I mean, I like vintage V6. That's the one I've got, vintage. So you can check those out. But you can check out Fender. I'm a Strat guy anyway, so I'm biased. But I'd say get a Fender Strat or just a Strat from Yamaha, Fender. Do Martin Miller do Strats? I know they do basses, but do they do Strats? I don't want to say Harley Benton, Ibanez, and who else? Schecter does some nice Nick Johnston strats, but I'd go with vintage. I'm loyal to the brand, bro. I'm hoping they sponsor me one day. Full-time reverse headsocks. I love it, man. I think it looks different. The only thing I hate about it is that it's a pain in the ass to tune, because you're like, "Ah." My last guitar had a reverse headstock, and it looked cool, but it was just a pain, man. Oh. Yeah, the main thing that kept me interested in your videos in the first place was that you weren't afraid to show your personality and not be a dead robot. Bro, you know what? You know what's crazy? I've been saying this to my friend, like, I still feel like I can't express myself in my videos. Like, when the camera's off, I can chat shit. I'm funny. I'm like, I'm cool, bro. Like, we'd get along in person. But as soon as the camera's rolling, it's like I lose all my skill. I can't talk properly. I'm just thinking, it just feels weird, man. You know? I do try. I try to just like be cheerful about it, but it's really hard. It's really hard to like get myself through the camera. And someone might say, "Oh yeah, you're doing it fine," but I feel like there's much more to me that I'm not expressing because I find it hard to sit in a silent room and talk to a camera. It just feels so weird, so weird. And I don't know how these YouTubers do it. Bro, you're gonna pull one of the back. I hope so. It's not important now though. The most important thing is people signing up to my guitar lessons for more amazing wisdom. I'm curious, what's your view on bass guitar? It's cool. I don't have an opinion. Like I like bass. I can't play bass. I can't play bass, but it's a good instrument. If you got a good bassist, like your band's solid, man. You got a bad bassist though. Oof, 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 oof. Do you ever use distortion or do you mostly? It depends, bro. Depends on my mood. Right now, I'm in a tired mood, so I'm not gonna be like. I'm just not in the mood for it. I can use distortion. I've got. Check out my 1 hour video of me soloing over Maggot Brain. Thank you, Paul. I just watched your last vid and loved it. Thank you. I feel like I'm mechanically stuck. What's your goal? What's your destination you want to get to? Oh yeah, Jonah. Jonah. Jonah, do you like Star Wars? Is that a story? No. Is that an anime character? I can't see. Hello, Alex. UF with MB. Who's that? Do you experience fret buzz or muting before? Fret buzz, yes, on this guitar, because the action was quite low, and every time I tried to bend, my string would choke out. But now, like, I raised the saddles, so I don't have it. But the caveat is I've got higher action, which is really hard for me to play with because I'm so used to low action. But I'm just trying to get used to it because it sounds really good. The strings ring out more, but it's really hard to play with. Have you ever gone burnout from playing guitar or music at all? How do you overcome it? You just gotta find out why you like it in the first place. I guess, like, with the whole YouTube thing, that burnt me out a lot because it's really humbling. You think you made the best video in the world and you know it's valuable. You know, like, you're not chatting shit like a lot of other people. And then you get, like, what, 2 views or 1,000 views, and you be like, what the 1,000 views and 2 comments from you. We're thinking like, what the heck, bro? It's really demotivating. So you need a strong, like, will for it. And with guitar as well, I don't actually like teaching. I like if people understand and get it and apply it and show me that they do it. Then I gain joy from it. But I rather jam with people, like just sit there, mess around, make mistakes, and just make some cool sounds, right? I don't like it when it becomes a chore. And now it is that for me. You know, it's my job now, so I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. But I know it's part of the path, bro. Eventually, like, I'll get time to, you know, do what I want to do with it again. But yeah, how did I overcome it? I wouldn't say I've overcome it. I have my seasons, like, when I go to teach my students and I do group sessions in real life, when I'm jamming with them, I have fun, you know, it's a good day, and I find love for it again. But when I'm just, you know, stalking in front of a camera and just be like, oh yeah, put your finger here, do this chord. Okay, you want to see, like, I'll be like, oh fuck, like, I just want to do something, man. Do something different. That's why I picked up boxing as well. Like, I found passion for that because, you know, I don't know. I just tried something different and I'm finding some love for boxing. So maybe do something different other than guitar. And then when you come back to guitar, you might enjoy it more. Can you play like No, I can't play like Metallica. If you ask me to, I'll just like put it on max volume. I don't I'm sure that's not Metallica, bro. They're like different. Any tips for a beginner acoustic? Learn songs, bro. Download Musician, Simply Guitar. Learn basic open chord songs. Get your muscle memory, get your fingers working, and then move on after that. Come back to me after you learn some songs, bro. Any tips for strumming or picking upwards? For strumming, don't have the pick so hard, man. Because it won't sound nice. Have a nice flat, no, not flat, soft grip. Ew. Make sure the pick's not too... Make sure you're not gripping too soft that the pick falls out of your hands. But not too hard that you get a really rash sound on the strings. As for strumming, I don't know. I've got a beginner guitar course. Check that out. Um, there's not much more I can say. Make sure there's a lot of pick left as well, so you can, I don't know, strum the strings. Not like a tiny piece like this, but a good amount. R&B like Stevie Wonder. I don't know much. The only song I know from him is "Cause We Ended as Lovers." I know Jack suggested something like a long time ago, but I don't remember anything, bro. I'll be honest. Ciao, 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 ciao. I don't know. I know ciao and grazie. I don't know. How you doing, man? Como stai? Como stai? Como stai? James Bond. E minor major 9. Is that it? No, it's not it. I don't think that's it. What is it? No. E minor. Write it out as like XXXXX, something like that. I'll play it. I know what I want it to sound like. Cause that's not that's a dominant 9. Jax, what's the chord, man? There it is, there it is. Something like that. Play something Western. Nah, I don't. I don't know. That's not Western at all, but I tried. How do you play All Along the Watchtower? It's just C sharp minor, B major, and A. It's just those few chords, and then you got the guitar solos, obviously. Yeah, C sharp, minor, B, and A. Down, 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 up, 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 down. But you have to be really fast with the fills. Will you ever start songwriting? Sign is the bro. I have started. I made this thing yesterday actually, like for the intro of my videos, like shit. That little riff, but yeah, I'm working on it, bro. I've got some stuff planned for the end of this year, so I am working towards it. is humbling though, I'll say that. If I swap my guitar pickups, that only has 2 humbuckers with 2 single. What do you think? It'll sound more thin. It won't sound as warm as it did before. Can you play Crazy Little Thing Called Love by... I can't do song suggestions tonight, bros, because I'll get copyrighted and then my video won't show in certain countries. Maybe next time though. I'm tired as well. Do you like Teleca? I like the look of them, but I don't like the sound of them. I like Strats. Thank you, buddy. Alfie Malves. Listen to Uli John Ross. I thought you said Jim Rohn for a second, man. Rendition of Watchtower. He takes it to a completely different level. Let me take a picture of that as well. I'll check it out afterwards. Jex, I have to disagree with you. The Jazzmasters are fine, but Jaguars, they don't look nice, bro. They don't look nice. They look like tortoise. When are you gonna come to Texas for some barbecue and range time? When I've got at least 100 members on the link, yeah, paying me to teach them guitar, then I can come to Texas, bro. Until then, I'm stuck in the UK. I'm sorry. Unless some gig opportunity comes and something works out, but until then, bro, it's not looking possible right now. But I keep faith. This is why I do these live streams. Play something funky. Let me use the second pickup because I know Jex will come after me. And I'd have to take off my reverb as well. I have to open... I'll play in a second, bro. Play G, A, B, E minor. Jex, I think I just learned something new. I'm hitting it. This was completely a mistake, but I'm hitting it, but also muting it. Something new today with the Gabe Corporation. Play something funky. Nah, they look sick with all the metal, but I don't like it I like it when it's got a minimalistic look and then you've got like a bandana or maybe a charm that makes it look more special. But if there's too much buttons and stuff, I'll just be like, nah, it's too much going on, man. It's like a girl that wears too much makeup. It's like, babes, you're beautiful without all of that, man. You know what I mean? And do you use a whammy bar? Yes, I do. Can you play with a coin as a... I mean, I can't play with a coin. I tried that in school, but it didn't sound too nice. Use the preset Funk 23 and turn off LFO. Okay. Give me 1 second. Play Mizzly. Funk 23. Let me see. Let me save this preset first, because it actually sounds good. Okay, Funk 23, yeah? Bro, Jex, when I open this app, it's running at like 2 FPS. Jex, I can't find it, man. Oh, wait, I found it. Oh, gosh. And you said turn off the LFO. Okay. Bro, I don't know if my laptop can handle it. Bro, my laptop ain't handling that, man. Listen to that. Can you hear that? My laptop's cooked, bro. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, snap. Okay. I think that would sound cool, and then it goes from my room sound to a cabinet sound. Then you've got like the full... Play some Kendrick's. In a bit. Is that a Sire guitar? No, vintage. Vintage V6. On color, turn up the LP to 8 kHz and whatever sounds good. But this is a very good funk preset. Okay. Do you have any like good ambient presets again? Ambient. Color booster. Oh my gosh, bro, you're trying to kill me, man. Bro, I bet my stream like just lags or something when I switch it. Whatever sounds good, it's okay. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible, man. Sorry, guys. Ah. Okay. Let's try you, man. I'll be honest with you, my amp is nice. It's a karaoke speaker where there's... That's fine, bro. We all gotta start somewhere, you know? Ooh. You know the song by Pink Floyd, Vive. Well, every time I play that chord, I'm tempted to play Lenny. Whatever you're doing input. Okay. I'll switch it back. Thank you, Mr. J Rod. I'll switch it back until Jax comes back. There we go. Lazy Tune is a good one if you figure out how to make it sound good. Okay, I'll vibe with that, and then I'll go back to this, and then I'm gonna call it a night, bro. I'm actually gonna sleep on time tonight. I'm gonna fix my sleeping pattern. There's no more questions for me to answer, so we're good. Oh man. Bro, every time my laptop starts stuttering jokes, I get stressed out, bro. I just be thinking, yo, this is gonna collapse at any moment now. Jax, give me 1 second. I think it's loading. I don't know. It's not meant to sound like that, right? No, it's not. Lenny Kravitz. I think he's cool. I haven't listened to his music though. How to improvise solos in Aeolian scale. Bro, learn the major scale and you'll be good at improvising in Aeolian. It's glitchy. It's meant to sound like this. Is it meant to sound like that, or am I tripping? I don't think it's meant to sound like that. Not the swing, but like the it sounds like a bit crush. Wait, does it sound fine for you? Or is it just me? Okay. Bro, in my head it's just like cracky, 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 cracky. Shit, 1 second. It don't sound good for me, man. Okay, now it's fine. I can hear it. Oh, I want to have more fun with it, but it sounds too it just sounds like crackling in my ear. The stream sounds bad on that input. Stream sound quality is bad. Okay, yeah, I can hear it, bro. I can hear it. Tiny things happen. Let me switch it back. I'll switch it back to what I had before. Gerald's like, no more, no more. Let's end with some ambient, bro. Some nice, long ass reverb. I like change the setting a bit. Hopefully this sounds alright. I like that melody that's like da, 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 da. This sounds bad. I've got an idea. Screw the reverb. Let's fix it. Let me do myself some justice before I come off the stream. Imagine someone joins now and that's the first thing they hear and they're like, yo, this guy's so shit at guitar. How is this guy saying Hendrix and like, this is what he's playing? Like, no, that's not me, bro. You made a sick video about using intervals to build a scale and learn the way it repeats. How do you build chords with that same knowledge? Bro, you've got two options. You can Google the answer. I can tell you how to do it. No, what to do. I'm not going to show you how because I got bills to pay, bro. So basically, a chord is just made out of stacking intervals. So in my video, I was just showing how to do it on one string or multiple strings. But when you stack them on top of each other, like 1, 3, 5, you get a major triad. If I was to play it on its own, like across one string, I've got this. So you can stack them to build chords or play them across one string to just do simple arpeggios or something. But if you want to learn more detail, go into the pinned comment, bro. The thing is, checks, like I was about to, but I knew if I opened my mouth, I wasn't going to hit the right note. And my nan's above me right now, and if she heard that, she'd wake up from her sleep and tell me to go to sleep, bro. I don't know what to play. When it comes to hybrid picking, I know Stevie Ray Vaughan like used this thumb and stuff to like get a warmer tone. So I think in my like search to get a warmer, nicer, softer sound, I just like started doing it with my other fingers because I used to be into math rock a bit, but what was I saying? I just do like when I want to do more not wholesome but just soft shit, like I just add it. it just has a nicer sound. And then when you're soloing, I don't know. That's why we could hear the strings. That's your room's like completely silent. We yeah, literally. Can you not now, man, not now. Send me the link on Instagram or something if you want. I'm gonna jump off soon. Very soon. I'm gonna jump off in 2 minutes. Do you ever experience aching fingers while trying to do the chords? As if yes. My flesh and things might not happen. I'm not exactly my fingers bleeding. I mean, the other day, yeah, I'd show you a picture. My callus like fully ripped off on this finger, and on this finger I got a massive callus because I just spent the whole day just doing. What was it? It was Slow Jin by I was learning that song, right? Or the solo, and yeah, my callus is just ripped off because I just spent the whole time. It was this part. I was like, again and again and again and again, and even though my fingers were hurting, I just kept going, which is stupid. Don't do that. But yeah, I know how it feels. Just take it easy, bro. Don't kill your fingers off. Love your videos and lessons. Do you think you'll make a video on building a? No. It's different to everyone, isn't it? Like, I could just say what works for me, but even then, I don't really have a routine like that. My practice is going on live stream and just messing around with the major scale for an hour or two. And as for songs, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just self-explanatory to me. Like, I don't know. Maybe do 30 minutes of theory and practice applying that theory to, something you're creating, and then 30 minutes actually learning a song. But if you got like all the time in the world, bro, do hours, man. Hours. I'm gonna have to check out your site. You already helped me understand so much more than I did. I hope. Respect, bro. I'm gonna get lessons. Bro, anyone listening to this live stream right now, lessons are only $35 a month. In real life, I charge £60 a month. That's for 30 minutes of my time per week. And in dollars, that's like, I don't know, $80, right? So if I'm charging 35, take advantage of it, because at the end of the month, it's going up to what, £50, but in dollars that's like $70. So if you're listening to this now, then now's the time. Thank you, Cake Star. Do you choose an acoustic, electric? If I had to choose two, then acoustic and electric. I don't like classical unless it's flamenco. Ah, jazz free flex. Ouch! I need new strings too. Like the calling's worn off on them, so yeah. I'm gonna end it here then. No, should I make it? No, I can't be asked. Should I? 5 more minutes. Yo, does anyone have a question? If you don't have a question, that's cool. But if you got a question that's like worth 5 minutes of my time answering, then feel free to ask. I'll give you 10 seconds to ask. What was I doing? You seriously remember every interval to build chords on the fly. It's I don't remember every interval on the fly. Like, I'd obviously have to pause and think about which intervals I'm playing. Like some I can just list like that, like 1, 3, 5, and so on. But it's more so when it comes to constructing chords, one knowing how to construct them, so at any moment in time you can change a chord into major, minor, dominant, whatever. But once you construct shapes, or your own shapes for that matter, you just want to play the shit out of it, so it's muscle memory. And then afterwards, you're not really thinking about intervals, you're just thinking, oh, I built this before, this is the shape, I can quickly recollect it. So yeah, intervals teach you how to build stuff. The major scale will help you like put it into context. And for my style, it's more like, I mean, I play similar to a piano player. I can see all of the white keys on the guitar, I guess. And then even though I'm playing a C major chord, I know around the C major chord I can add all of this shit. I could go this way and do some other than on. And that's not me thinking. But if you had to ask me what chords I'm playing, I'll just say C. In the bass, I'm just thinking C. On top of the C, I've got all of these options, right? And that's a Lydian sound, but if I just want to keep it in, I don't know, that was the 4 chord. If I go back to the 1, you know, I can just mess around with the notes there. In my head, the chord is just the bass note. So if you gave me I don't know, a chord progression of 1 and 4, to me, the chords are this. But on top of those 2 notes, I can add whatever the hell I want. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm not limited by chord shapes, but it's just me playing the bass note. And then because I can see the major scale everywhere, I can just add random shit on top and it'll work, right? If I don't add the bass notes, it's just gonna sound like random noodling. Just random shit. But if I add the bass note, it adds frame, context. Oh, over the 1 chord, he's playing this. Over the 4 chord, he's playing this. And then I can just continuously create different ideas and play for as long as I want without really getting bored, because you know you've got all of these notes at your disposal. You don't have to memorize a million chords, just like knowing what notes are around your chords to add all of that stuff. And then once you got that down, you can go on live streams and just do that shit for like an hour or two, and then practice like that if you want. Thank you, Ivy. Do you know how to do tapping? Yeah. How many hours a day do you practice? If I do practice, like, the thing with me, right? This is just how I work. This is what works for me. So don't copy this. But for me, it's like, it's hard to get me started. Like, I find it hard to gain momentum soon. But once I've got that momentum, I'll practice for hours and hours and hours upon. And I won't stop. Like, that could be 5 hours, 6 hours. If I do have the time, obviously. But it's hard for me to, like, actually start and do it. So if you got time, just practice, bro. I've never heard anyone say they regret practicing guitar for too long. So while you've got time, make freaking use of it, man. Most of the world is going to be distracted by AI, GTA 6, and all this shit coming out soon, innit? So just master your craft and do well with yourself, whatever that may be. If that's going to the gym, make it that. And you'll be happy with yourself by the end of this year. Don't waste time. You don't have infinite time. That's a great way to think, of course. Yeah. That's how piano players see it, though. You know, when that make... I mean, of course, there's some theory to it. If you want to add the 9, you have to know where 9 is and stuff. But I think of it like that, and it's more freeing. You know, I'm not limited in any way. I can just pull licks out of my ass, and people are like, oh, how'd you learn? I'm like, bro, it's a long way to explain. Mm. Okay, I made 2 minutes. That was a good question, Forrest. I'm going to leave now. If you want guitar lessons before I raise the prices, click the link on the pinned comment. And thank you for joining. When I'll do the next live stream, I don't know. I just do it when I feel like it. But yeah, if you join this one, pleasure seeing you, and I'll see you guys whenever I made the next video. Leave a comment on my last video as well. It will help the algorithm. I need to check if there's anyone leaving any mean comments. My phone's dead. Cool. You guys take care. Peace.